USA beginning those huge military exercises just north of Ukraine in Belarus. NATO says 30,000 Russian troops are on hand. Ukraine says it's less than that. And among their tasks, they'll be drilling on sophisticated surface-to-air missile systems and preparing for urban warfare. At the same time, the Russian Navy has now announced that it will shut down access to huge swaths of the Black Sea. That's Ukraine's southern coastline while they conduct missile tests.
Решит напасть на Украину, вы пойдете воевать?
Нет.
Почему?
Потому что украинцы наши братья. Нет.
Почему?
Зачем?
Я как врач военнообязанная, мой супруг полицейский, тоже военнообязанный. Позовут, значит, пойдем. Ну, долг перед Отечеством.
Ну, здесь, наверное, есть у нас войска, подразделения, которые занимаются такими операциями. Я не думаю, что граждане пойдут на какие-то боевые действия вне территории Российской Федерации, как правило.
Ну, мне кажется, что это нелепая война, и почему?
What scenarios would you put American troops to rescue and get Americans out?
There's not. That's a world war. When Americans and Russians start shooting at one another, we're in a very different world than we've ever been in.
Talked a lot about security guarantees, and now we've seen your proposals. You also say you have no intention of invading Ukraine. So will you guarantee unconditionally that you will not invade Ukraine or any other sovereign country? Or does that depend on how negotiations go? And another question, what is it, do you think, that the West does not understand about Russia or about your intentions? Thank you.
Speaking of the security guarantees and what it will depend upon, or if something will depend upon the negotiations, our actions will not depend on the negotiation. They will depend on the unconditional compliance with the Russian security demands today and in the historical context. In this sense, we have made it clear that any further NATO movement to the east is unacceptable. There is nothing unclear about this. We are not deploying our missiles over at the borders of the US. No. On the other hand, the US is deploying its missiles close to our home, on the porch of our house. So, are we demanding something excessive? We're simply asking them not to deploy their attack systems over at our home. What is so unusual or peculiar about that? So, what would the Americans think if we, for example, decided to come to the border between, say, Canada and the United States or Mexico and simply deploy our missiles over there?